What's up, everybody? This is Reborn Spirit from Facebook. I was just coming here to give you an update on There May Be Complications. I also would like to thank all the newcomers for liking the page, and I'm hoping and praying that you all like the story and enjoy it. And please, can you suggest it to your friends, as well as, you know, be sure to check your updates and your events for the posts. And what else? Oh, for the people who haven't seen it, who I've suggested the story to, uh, and asked to check it out, I wanted to break down the beginning of the story just to see if you all will be interested in checking it out and everything. In the beginning of the story, it gives you a little prologue or proleague or whatever about the couple's life, which is that they've been together for 3 years and they basically are just now starting to have some problems, which is actually the male, Marquise, the boyfriend, is like his attitude has changed, and it's like Alani is trying to figure out why. And it goes to a scene within in the diner, and he asks her, do you remember this place? And she says yes, and he asks, do you remember how we first met? She says yes, and begins to say that it's basically says this is so romantic or whatever. And I know it sounds like I don't know the story, but I'm saying it's good. But for the after she begins to say that she could just cry, he tells her you might want to hold on to those tears, and she gets kind of offended and stricken and wonders why, and kind of gets a little upset from all the frustration of wondering why, and jumping to conclusion, and that leads to her basically throwing a fit and causing a scene in the diner, and they end up getting into an argument, going back and forth with one another, and then he leaves her and tells, okay, excuse me right quick, hold on, it's like somebody sent me something on Facebook. I'll get back to it later. But he leaves her or whatever, like basically leaves the argument and everything, and leaves the scene because he's so frustrated and mad and angry. And then he comes back to find that she has just been comforted by another guy, and he asks who is that, and she tries to explain, but then he basically purposely doesn't give her a chance to explain herself. And then the other guy steps in and tries to explain who he is and tell who he is, but Marquise doesn't give him a chance to do that either, and then they have and get into a confrontation, and which leads them to a fight. And at the end of that, Marquise ends up leaving by himself while Alani leaves with the other guy. hope I gave a good description. But you should all should check it out for yourselves. It's a very good story. And to my cousin Sweet Pea, I finished 26, and I hope you'll enjoy it. Love you, and thanks for your support.